Lagos State government has pegged entry age into all secondary schools, both public and private, in the state at 12 years, beginning from the next academic session. The state government said it took the decision to check the influx of underage children into junior secondary school 1, GSS 1. According to the state government, a first-time offender will be fined 50,000 naira, while a second-time offender will pay 100,000 naira with a warning letter to close the school in case of a further violation. In a circular to concerned parents dated March 17, 2020, the state government said the new policy will be enforced in public and private schools to enhance compliance in the 2021 academic session. The circular, which was signed by Mrs. A.A. Adibowale on behalf of the Permanent Ministry of Education, Secretary acknowledged the several disadvantages embedded in the admission of underage children into junior secondary schools. According to Adibowale, based on the stand of the state policy on education, the Commissioner for Education has directed that the admission of children into either public or private junior secondary school be pegged at 12 years, and this would be strictly enforced by agencies of education in the state. The circular also stressed that the need for sensitization by both registered and non-registered associations of private schools, parent forum, and other related educational bodies through mass media, flyers, marketplace campaign, mosques, churches, and town hall meetings. The circular also disclosed that a meeting involving presidents and secretaries of private schools associations would be organized by the ministry to enable the education commissioner to solicit their cooperation for the enforcement of the policy. The new policy emphasized that examinations board and the state universal basic education (SUBEB) would ensure that underage pupils are neither allowed registration or participation in placement tests into GSS 1 and model college screening. The circular state screening exercise for the transition from primary school to junior secondary school should be strictly adhered to, as stated in Section 3, Subsection 61, page 22 of Lagos State Policy on Education. Okay. Well, one thing you hear people say is that a problem now? So upon all the problems we have in this country or in the state or they have in the state, so this is their concern. Well, that is what people will be saying. They, like we all know, if little things are not being taken care of, it will be difficult to take care of those big things. Well, if it's a good thing, but most important thing, if everything will be done, side by side, other things that people are really expecting the government to do, like the issue of traffic, especially traffic in Lagos, in that Apapa, the governor cannot even do anything. It's overwhelmed. It's even confused. If the main things are being done and you are doing all these things, it's a good thing. But when the things that are really affecting the people the more are not even being tackled, and you bring up some things that they might be okay, but that is not the immediate problem to be solved, because they will tell you that you have to prioritize those things. If all of those things are done side by side, people will not even complain. Well, a lot of things have been happening when it comes to every sphere of uh, um, activities in this country. Everything, a lot of things are wrong. A lot of things are wrong in how we do things. That is just what I need to say. This is a stupid decision entirely. We cannot rule out the fact that they are exceptional, gifted, and intelligent children. There should be provision for such ones to move on. Moreover, this is not a major issue. Lagos State government should face more important issues that concern the well-being of the people and stop chasing shadows. My thought as well. You get tightly right, Joe. Thanks, Governor Sanwo. I hope other governors will follow suit. Our ignorant parents think that they can accelerate the mature rational age of their children. Some may even wish their children to obtain their doctorate degree at the age of 15 years, thereby driving those children to frustration. Don't be surprised to see teachers in our private nursery schools forcing the pupils below 3 years to write and recite all of the poem Tinku Little Star just to impress the ignorant Parents, it doesn't matter. It depends on what you want for your children, and no job for people over 30 years. Honestly, a very good decision. Where are they rushing to? I am not denying the fact that only few of them are very good, but majority of them are very nonsensical. The way they reason, they feel like chopping off their hand. You feel like chopping off their hand or their head. We attach so much importance to education, as end they will end up in labor market looking for unavailable job equipment. Your children with skills so they can be independent, equip them with skill. So a child that finished grade 6 at the age of 10 will wait for 2 years at home before going to junior secondary school. It's retrogressive policy that no one that does no one any good. You should have emphasized on them finishing grade 6 before going to secondary school, against the current practices that some private schools stop at grade 5. If your child obtained the first living certificate at the age of 10, it is because he is exceptionally bright, and such children are rare, or the child passed through a spool, and they tell you. Very poor in abroad, people graduate at the age of 18 years. You are here deceiving yourself. I don't know which country is that. I don't know which country in abroad that this one is talking about. Which country? Oh my god, which country please? Where? I don't understand though. I can see that no single comment was in support of Lagos State government. But instead of ranting here only, can we take a step further by either protest or challenge the decision? To protest again. What is the meaning of this? Why does this regime like moving backwards instead of forward? It means as a parent, you will go on and do an age declaration and all will be well. That is what a lot of people, they will be doing it now. They will be doing it that the age declaration. The governor is right. Your child has to attain a certain age to perform certain tasks. This is a welcome development and long overdue. Nowadays, most parents sacrifice children psychological development for their fast educational development, thereby denying the kids the opportunity to experience the stages of human development. Curriculum are designed by educationists and psychologists to meet the normal developmental stages of human being through there are certain okay though there are certain exceptions in the case of exceptionally brilliant students, but they are very few. When kids are rushed through the educational process, we end up having graduates with educational intelligence but less psychological development. But just because parents jumped the normal process, parents put a lot of undue pressure on kids just because they want them to fit into a dream profile or to look like a certain kid they admire without factoring the kid's ability. So guys, what do you think? Some are for and some are against